Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the course Communication Theories 2. Today I'm going to discuss with you cultivation theory. Cultivation theories tackles the long-term effects of television on viewers. The theory proposes that the danger of television lies in its ability to shape not a particular viewpoint, but one specific issue, but in its ability to shape people's moral values and general beliefs about the world. The cultivation theory also examines the long-term effects of television. The primary propositions of cultivation theory states that the more time people spend living in the television world, the more likely they are to believe social reality aligns with the reality portrayed on television. The images and ideological messages transmitted through popular television media heavily influence perceptions of the real world. This theory is a positivistic, which means that it assumes the existence of the objective reality and value neutral research. There was a study conducted by the Jennings, Bryant, and Dorina Myron in 2004, which surveyed almost 2,000 articles published in three top mass communication journals since 1956. They found that cultivation theory was the third most frequently utilized theory, showing that it continues to be one of the most popular theories in mass communication research. The theory stands on a number of concepts: the symbolic environment, storytelling, the symbolic functions of television, the television traits, the cultural model, the cultivation of value system, the multi-directional processes, and the cultural indicators. So what does it mean by the symbolic environment? As you all know that human beings are the only creatures that we know of that live in a world beyond the threats and gratifications of their immediate environment. Our knowledge is acquired not from personal experiences but from a variety of stories. A storytelling, as this theory was presented by George Gerner, he stated that there are three types of stories. How things work. These are the fictional stories and reveal the invisible dynamics of human life. The next thing is how things are. These are stories of the news. They confirm the vision, rules, goals of a particular society. The next story is what to do. These are stories of value and choice, such as laws and religion. These three types of stories together constitute culture, which is increasingly disseminated by television. The third point is the symbolic function of television. TV has become as an essential source in providing individuals with information about the surrounding world, as it proffers to them basic facts about life, about people and society, the authority, for situations depicted in fictions, dramas, and news, whether in realistic, fantastic, tragic, or comic way presented in fictions. dramas, or news offers the best context for the dissemination of values and moral is an acceptable and enjoyable fashion. Gerbner says that cultivation is some sort of desultory learning that results from the accumulation of exposure to TV. And what the viewer sees on the screens becomes the basic of a mental image that the individual forms about the social practical status of values, population characteristics, and various cultural standards common by the society's classes, categories, and individuals. However, there seems to be a risk in having the masses dependent on media, which means especially television, is constructed the image of the surrounding environment. For the media, that doesn't reflect a reality. The media may present untruthful information, distorted stereotypes, or misguided positive images. So, if the recipient has no means for comparing what is presented to him or to her through media with other sources of information, his or her perceptions becomes distorted, stereotyped, and biased. The cultivation theory emphasizes that television doesn't reflect what is happening in the outside world, but it presents an artificial world that focuses on certain issues depending on the will and interest of those controlling the media. Eventually, the accumulation of exposure to TV and the lack of direct experiences is various issues create an artificial world which becomes more and more real to the recipients. Let me discuss with you the cultural model. Cultural culture is basically defined as the knowledge that regulates and reproduces social relations and that one must possesses to function as a member of society. The cultural model suggests that television is capable of shaping viewers' perceptions at a cultural level. Study shows that heavy television viewers have a high degree of consensus concerning numerous cultural aspects presented on TV, such as perceptions of women and how materialistic people are, whereas light television viewers do not share the same degree of consensus. Heavy viewers of a particular genre of TV might share distortions in their cultural understanding. For example, recent research suggests that heavy viewing of the romance genre of TV, such as romantic comedies, the soap operas, daytime talk shows, and reality based shows about relationships, idealized expectations of marriages, and failed to present it as effortful, difficult, or risky. Next is the cultivation of value systems. Cultivation of value or cultivation theory suggests that the entire value system made of ideologies, assumptions, beliefs, images, and perspectives is formulated to a great extent by television. TV portrays hidden and pervasive values, rules, and moral for what is right, what is important, and what is appropriate, in a social discourse is an invisible manner. The repetitive lesions we receive from television, starting with childhood, would become the basic for our broad worldview. Various studies have confirmed this concept. For instance, people who spend long time watching television in which violence is casually presented, they will suffer from the mean world syndrome perceptions of the world as mean and dangerous. And another study investigating a relationship between TV portrayal of women and prejudice against them. Most groups of heavy viewers with other characteristics held constants, they scored higher on the sexism scale.